Hello, you faithful few. We are on the first of what will probably be many training hikes for the upcoming Backpacking 10-10-10 challenge. Now, ultimately, this doesn't amount to much of a training hike as we're only doing 2.7 miles, but it is through this beautiful, snowy wonderland. And there's a fair amount of elevation gain as well, because we are in Brown County. That being said, this being a training hike isn't actually the primary reason for this video. The reason for this video is I wanted to give an update on the Backpacking 10-10-10 fundraiser. So as long as there's actually something to update you all with, I plan on doing these once a week. Now, I don't think there'll be that many of them coming up, but there's a lot to talk about here after just 6 days of the fundraiser being active, which is super cool and super encouraging. So let's get into it. I've got Rugged Mountain Mister up ahead of me and Rugged Mountain Sister right back there skiing down the trail. Almost. Alright, so we've made it down the harrowing journey from the top of the hills up there. We are down now in the valley, making our way to Ogle Lake, which I assume is frozen over and full of snow at this point. So the first thing I want to talk about is where we're at on the funds for the fundraiser. After only 6 days, we are currently sitting at $920 raised for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Our first milestone that we have set is $1,000. So if you're watching this here on Saturday night, presuming I got it out on time, we are only $80 away from hitting that 1,000. If you were planning on donating to the fundraiser already, now would be a great time to get us over that first milestone. So when I decided to go through with this crazy idea, my faith in the backpacking community was one of the primary motivators to actually go ahead and pull the trigger, because I had a pretty good feeling that everybody was going to come through. And so far, let me tell you, they have. The amount of people that have reached out to us so far just in a week has been fantastic. We've already had multiple people come out saying that they were going to cover us in prayer as well, which is one of the most encouraging things so far. We've already had people take advantage of several of the different types of rewards or ways to donate. We've got 2 state champion supporters so far for Indiana and for Illinois. We had 1 MIRF sponsor taken up, and they sponsored Snoopy. We've got 2 campsite sponsors so far, one for Wisconsin and then another for either Indiana or, they said, any state that we ended up needing covered. We've had an anonymous donation. I know who it is, but I will respect their anonymity. You know who you are, and thank you very much. And then finally, we have several people that have voted by taking part in the poll. A quick note about the polls. The polls are basically $1 per vote. So I think when you go into the screen, it'll show up as 10, but you go over to custom, click that, and then you can just put in $1. But if you put in $10, that's actually 10 votes. And the only current active poll right now is the "Which state are you most excited for?" poll. As of the time of recording, Ohio is in the lead with 25 votes, and Indiana is second with 10 votes. That poll will probably run all the way up until we start the challenge, and then there will be multiple other polls that will become active while we're actually out on trail. Then the last donation method to mention is the merch sales. Those have actually been pretty decent as well. We've got about $50 to add to the donation from sales of Backpacking 10-10-10 merch. So really, I guess we're at $970. It's just I can't quite liquidate that money until we reach a certain threshold. The next update topic are hiking goats. So our hiking goats are actual people that will be joining us on trail there at each state. I think we're gonna have Indiana covered. We got Nicole, Hikesalot, and Tim that have committed to hiking at least some of it with us. Jeremy from All Things Outdoors said he's gonna hike with us. Not sure which state exactly yet. Then Johnny and Colleen from Kuest will be joining us for the Michigan portion. We have the Rugged Mountain Twins joining us in Missouri. They hiked with us on our 11th ever backpacking endeavor. In Illinois, I'm super excited. We got Hiking with Shawn that's going to join us out there, him and his wife. They've already donated to the fundraiser and have gave us shout outs on their YouTube channel and their Facebook. So we're very appreciative of them and them coming alongside us for this. Okay, we're at the lake. All right, we've made it down to the lake. Rugged Mountain siblings are still pushing along. I got Rugged Mountain sis practicing her Instagram reel skills. She's supposed to be making one for this little hike. So almost all the Instagram reels that you'll see, both on Instagram and Facebook, will probably be produced by none other than Rugged Mountain Sister Productions. In Alabama, we're gonna have none other than Crow from As the Crow Flies Hiking joining us on that leg of the trip. We're gonna have John Kelley and Smokey B's Natural joining us in Kentucky, hopefully even more. We may have a very large posse with us there in Kentucky, which will be super fun. Right now in Tennessee, we've got Caveman Adventures, Max Manos joining us. We met him at the Red River Gorge meetup several years ago, and he's been able to commit to hiking with us in Tennessee. So it's gonna be fun to hang out with him again. Whoa.
Yes, Georgie. Okay. There you go.
And then finally in Ohio, we have none other than Jason Wish himself. Really looking forward to meeting him, being able to hike with him, as long as he keeps his pace down a little bit. It's been a while since he's done an FKT, so maybe we won't drag him down too much. So we've generally got every state covered except for one for sure and two I'm not as sure. Let me explain. So there is a certain well-known outdoor YouTuber that lives in Wisconsin, and I've been trying to get a hold of him through Instagram, emails, Facebook messages, and I'm not super surprised, but it hasn't worked yet. He was going to be my primary person to hike with, or at least be our hiking goat there in Wisconsin. So I got to come up with a contingency plan. If any of you faithful few know someone else that's in Wisconsin that has a YouTube channel and may be willing to come and hike with us for that particular leg, let them know. Send a message to them, tell them to reach out to us, or let me know, I'll reach out to them. Try and get somebody lined up for Wisconsin. Dan Becker, it's Dan Becker. Then the only other state that is a little sketchy at this point is Iowa. I reached out to somebody there, but I'm not entirely certain whether they're gonna do it with us or not. So if anybody has someone that they know would be happy to join up with us in this cause to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, let me know or let them know to contact us. So with as big as this cause is, and as good of a cause as it is, I have not been afraid to reach out to pretty much anybody. I've sent messages to Darwin from Darwin on the Trail, Kelley Hayes Hiking, sent message to Taylor, the New Hampshire hiker. I have even sent several messages to Ryan Trahan himself, the guy that kind of inspired us to even do this. Now, one generous and intrepid outdoor YouTuber that did respond to me was Doug from Backcountry Pilgrim. He has actually signed up to be a virtual hiking buddy. Not sure which day yet that he's going to be joining us from afar, but I was excited to have him come aboard. He tried out the Amplify link. So let me explain that. When you log on to the campaign page, you'll see up at the top something called Amplify This Campaign. If you click on that and just put in your email address, you will get your very own link to the fundraiser. You would put that in on your socials, any videos you would make about it, and then if people click on that link and donate, it tracks how much you and your community were able to donate to the fundraiser. Still on the topic of rewards, I want to mention real quick about the donation by a mile. So the way that's going to work is, like if you want to donate 25 cents a mile, say, and if we finish all 100 miles, that would be $25. So when you go and you click that reward, you would actually put in the donation amount $25. But if we're then unable to finish one of the portions of the hike and we end up at less than 100 miles, what we're gonna do is we're gonna penalize ourselves $100 for every 10-mile section that we don't finish.
Well, Dad will
Oh, the antics that will ensue on this 10-10-10 challenge. Doesn't say anything about ice skating. One other way that we plan to donate is through subscribers. So we plan to donate $1 per subscriber on any of the actual 10-10-10 content, such as this video. Then during the month of June, we're actually going to donate $1 per subscriber that we get for the entire month of June. But that being said, I reserve the right to not bankrupt my family if this were to blow up. It's just I've been doing YouTube long enough to where that really doesn't concern me. That being said though, we do actually already need to donate about $6 because there were 6 new subscribers on our announcement video. So the last topic for this update video is corporate sponsorships. I've reached out to multiple outdoor companies, Nemo, Flextail, those sorts of guys. Now I haven't heard back from any of them yet, but let me tell you who I have heard back from. River Country Products, the maker of the Trekker 3 tent that we use on almost all of our adventures, and the primary tent that we'll be using on the 10-10-10, they responded to me and said that they were going to send us a brand new Trekker 3. So thanks to River Country Products, go and support them if you can. The Trekker 3 is by far the best family backpacking tent. Got a couple videos on that you can check out. Reached out to Ben McMillan at Hilltop Packs. Actually, he reached out to me first, just kind of randomly to ask how we were doing and if we needed anything. And then I made him aware of the Backpacking 10-10-10 challenge, and he said, count us in. And then finally, I reached out to Outdoor Vitals, one of the sponsors of the Backpacking Podcast with Jeremiah Stringer and John Kelley. Seeing them do their ad read for that company reminded me, this is actually an Outdoor Vitals puffy that I got for 90 bucks like 5 years ago. Still going strong. So I reached out to them to see if they wanted to partner with us. And coincidentally, if you're aware, they are currently running like a 100-mile challenge. And I was like, whoa, no way. We're doing 10 hikes of 10 miles, which is 100 miles. So I made them aware of that, and they were super generous and offered us 3 complimentary sign-ups to their 100-mile challenge. So we're gonna get myself and Rugged Mountain siblings signed up for that, and that should give us access to a larger community that we could potentially get interested in supporting us on the 10-10-10 challenge. I know most of those people are doing their own thing, so not sure if they want to partner with us or not, but it's worth a shot.
Right here. Actually, wait.
Don't eat the yellow snow. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I reached out to Garmin also because my battery on this is starting to not last quite as long, and I was afraid by the time June rolls around that maybe it wouldn't be usable. So thanks to all the companies that have stepped up to join us in this fundraiser so far. And if you faithful few are aware of any other company that might be interested, have them reach out to us at dmsadventures2020@gmail.com or let me know and I will send an inquiry over to them. As I'm sure you're aware, there are a lot of moving parts to make this event happen, and we're still 4 months away from the actual event. I haven't gotten into all the logistics of that yet. But to wrap up this update video, you faithful few have come on strong, and I am super happy, super pleased, super excited to take part in this endeavor with all of you. So thanks for joining up with us, and stay tuned to other things coming up. Like I said, right now we're sitting at $920 with only 8 different donators. So we're averaging about $115 per donation. So I mean, at that rate, we only need like 93 more people to donate. And if you're waiting until the actual event to donate, that's totally fine. That makes the most sense. It would be great if while we're out on trail through over the 10 days, we see it grow from $2,000 all the way up to that $10,000 at least. Well, on behalf of the Rugged Mountain siblings who are trudging away up there, we just want to thank y'all so much for watching, and you all have a great day.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget